Welcome to where we're going to be staying the night. I have to get a beanie and my ski jacket out, trying to warm up after that cold dip. We're at Federal Falls Campground, not too far from Mount Canobolas, the highest peak in this area. So this is meant to be where I am camping the night. No one else is here at the moment for, well, obvious reasons. The weather is not the best, admittedly. So yeah, this is where I booked myself in for a night. This is actually meant to be tent only, so you just park your car and you walk in with your tent and you set up anywhere. I've already booked myself in, I've paid everything. So it's $6 a night to stay here. And yeah, this is what I have to work with. So what's my plan? Well, I'm spending the night here. Still some cool areas I want to explore. I'm not going to let a little cold weather and freezing rain stop us from achieving our mission. I can put the hood up, keep ourselves dry and warm. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a hike. It's actually quite a short walk from here to the peak of Mount Canobolas, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. There's multiple ways you can walk up. You can drive to the top, similar to what I did with Capotar, but I want to actually walk this one. It's not too far, and this is where I'm going to be camping, so I thought, well, let's just walk around a little bit. You've got some picnic benches, you've got, well, nice flat areas where you can pitch a tent anywhere. You've got room to make a fire if you want. It's fortunately all the wood, everything is going to be way too wet up here. And if you're wondering what I'm going to be doing, well, I would love to, and I've thought about it, but I'm not going to pitch my tent here. No, I'm going to stay here, but I'm not going to pitch my tent. I'm just going to sleep in the car. That's going to be the go. On the night when I didn't tell you this, but on the night when I tested out my small hiking single man tent, which is the only tent that I have, it was alright, it did the job. I just barely fit in there, but the main problem is it's only single layer and the tent is not entirely waterproof. It's a little bit worn out. Canobolas, I just checked, we're currently at 6 degrees, 2 p.m, warmest part of the day, and yeah, it certainly feels like winter now. I mean, a little bit colder than this, and we could actually see some snowfall. You can barbecue yourself something if you want. Who knows, I might use my gas stove or I might use this. I'll see. I haven't decided what I'm having for dinner tonight. But yeah, have a picnic, some toilets at the back, joined by some friends here. Damn, they must be, yeah, they must be tame. They're not bothered by me at all. Yeah, so to stay here, I just booked online here. I just found the campground, booked online. Just information, Federal Falls Loop. Alright, so we're currently here, Federal Falls Camping Ground, and Federal Falls, the waterfall is over there. So I want to save that for another time. Today I actually want to go to Mount Canobolas. So this is only the Federal Falls tracks here, but what I'm trying to find is the Snow Gum track. I'm trying to find where that starts, because that then links up and heads up to Mount Canobolas, 1397 meters. So that's the highest peak in this area. I want to go and see that. If it clears up tomorrow, I'll just drive up, have a look, but for now we're going to go hike up Mount Canobolas. I prefer to hike in weather like this compared to a scorching hot summer's day. I mean, even where I live in the Southern Downs, even in winter the days are relatively mild, and for most of the year it's too warm to be comfortable when hiking, and especially in summer it's too hot. But I mean, around this region, man, I would love to just be in a cooler region like this where you can hike much longer in the year. So, okay, here we go. Snow Gum track. There we are. 20 to 30 minutes to Mount Canobolas summit. We'll see. Maybe we'll do Young Man Canobolas as well. For now, here we are, man. Subalpine climate. We're walking through the Snow Gum forest. I'm not quite sure what these bags are. Perhaps soil, fertilizer, something like that. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing with these, but they're full, they're heavy. Oh, I think we're almost there. There's a main road up there, which does also go to the summit. We came from the snow gum track here, and yeah, up this way I'm guessing, yep, summit tracks Mount Canobolas. And yeah, when we come back we can actually come here and do these other walks, Young Man Canobolas, Walls picnic area. So we head up to the summit and then we'll come back and probably do those tracks as well. Alright, I think we've reached the summit. Okay. Peak of Mount Canobolas. It's wiping you so you can see, hopefully. Ooh, this is absolutely frigid, this weather. Oh boy. Alright. Aha, so there's more information for walks. That's where we came from, Federal Falls. We can do Young Man Canobolas, the walls as well. Spring Glade. Okay. And Federal Falls. Oh. Okay. Well, there are other people here. Well, I came here just for these fantastic views. We're in absolutely Antarctic conditions up here. Oh boy. It's very exposed. Wind is just blowing straight through here. Usually you can get a great view of the town of Orange and surrounding regions up here. There's a guy just sitting in the car just looking at me, shaking his head because I'm crazy enough to hike around in these conditions. Okay, so this is the peak of Mount Canobolas. What else is there to say? You can't see much of anything. Let's hope we're lucky and it clears overnight. If so, then I shall drive up here and try to get some better views. Man, my pants are also going to get soaked. I have ski pants, I should have actually worn those. Speed run all through this sign. I really can't be bothered to stand here and read them. I'm just going to film them, and then what I do sometimes is I actually film these and then I actually read them through myself, so I can't be bothered reading them at the moment. I mean, right now I really can't be bothered reading any of this. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I don't want to stay up here too long, it's too exposed. The trees at least give some shelter from the rain. meters, that's right. Snow gums, only trees you find in, so all these trees around here are snow gums. Come on, let's finish this off. Boy, there is so much information out here. Like, yeah, I've read that. Right, there's some toilets up here. You just drive up here, you park, and you have a look at these fantastic views. And yeah, you can actually go down there and do some walks. So we're going to head back because that's the way we walked up here. And yeah, I fancy doing a bit of a longer extended hike. I mean, this is just, otherwise this is going to be way too short, and we've got all afternoon to kill before it gets dark. Yeah, they had some information on the story as well at the campground. Fascinating. It's not that bad actually going down there. There's plenty of rocks and gravel that are holding it in place. Just taking it slow, step by step, and yeah, we're good. And that's also the reason I opted to not take my usual hiking pack. I'm just taking this light one here because I don't want to carry a heavy one and then slip down these slopes. Plus we're only doing short ones anyway. In terms of how I'm enjoying the trip so far, well, I'm clearly enjoying it, otherwise I wouldn't keep on going, but I really can't say much. I feel quite overwhelmed with the amount of, I guess, stimulus and information that's just entering my brain. Going on long extended road trips, exploring the country, doing touristy things, hiking, camping, nothing unique about that. But for me, the fact that I've come this far, doing this all on my own, it's really pushing boundaries. I'd love to road trip and go hiking, camping with other people as well. I mean, so far on this channel I've only done solo hike. I'm completely down to do group hikes in the future, actually do stuff with other people, but at the same time I really do love the peace and quiet of just being with myself and being out here, being one with nature. It's a very unique feeling. Like, I think it's important to push boundaries, get out of your comfort zone, like socializing, interacting with people. That's great. Like, that's a very important skill to learn. I've struggled with social anxiety for much of my life, and it's really only in the last year or two that it's faded to an almost minimal level. Doing what needs to be done, just basic day-to-day things, even traveling on my own. It's like I wouldn't have had the confidence to do this not so long ago, and even when interacting with others, my social anxiety is way down. It's pretty much practically non-existent at this point. And the main way that I've done that is just gradual exposure. You have to just gradually expose yourself to uncomfortable situations. And I think on top of that, equally to the importance of community and interacting with others, I also think many people could benefit a lot from spending more time alone. I think we all need some time spent alone in order to really be with ourselves, process what's actually happening in life, as opposed to constantly needing someone else's approval or validation. And that's just my train of thought regarding this. But for me, just being out here hiking in these conditions, having these trails to myself, because I don't think anyone else is crazy enough to do it in this weather, but this is just, I'm right in my element at the moment. So that's the thing, man. I think a good balance of spending time alone, spending time in solitude, and of course having that support network, community that you can fall back on. That's what I'm getting at. Balance is key. Ran into a guy, a local actually, who actually hikes this every Sunday. Every Sunday he just comes out and hikes these trails, and yeah, he said for the last few months hiking here Sunday afternoons, I'm actually the first person he's ever run into. So it seems these trails here are not very frequented. Most people, he said, just drive up to the summit, have a look around, but that's it. They don't actually come down and walk these trails. "5 degrees cooler and it would be snowing." Like, damn, I'd love to hike through here in snow. I've been overseas to Europe in winter, you know, visiting family in Austria, so I've seen snow before, but yeah, never in Australia. I think this is the final steep climb up Young Man Canobolas. Bit of views actually from down here. It's a little bit clearer on this side. There we go. This might just be what I've been looking for. All right. Ooh. All right, hang on, there's a bit of a ledge here. We've made it. Young Man Canobolas. There's actually some better views up here. Ooh. There we are. Mount Canobolas shrouded in mist up there. That's where we couldn't see anything. But from down here you can see a little bit more. We're not quite there yet actually. A little bit further. This links back to where I was. Ah, it's overgrown. Wow. Yeah, it's completely overgrown. Yeah, okay, this is where we were. Ooh. Yeah, these trails are definitely not frequented. It just abruptly ends, so I'm assuming that's the end of the trail. There's no marker or sign or anything. Alright, we'll start heading back. I'll probably make a few more detours on the other trails, but apart from that, we'll slowly make our way back to the Federal Falls Campground. I think we're lucky, guys. It seems to be clearing up. I can see there the top of Mount Canobolas, so I don't think I'll go back there today. I think with all these detours that'll be enough, but with any luck tomorrow morning it may clear up and we'll be able to get some better views from the top. Alright guys, I think that's enough walking for today. I was gonna go check out the Walls picnic area, nature track, and of course there was another detour up there, but I'm gonna follow the main track back to the campground now. It's 4:15, so I've only got about an hour of daylight left. It'll be at least 20 minutes walking back there. So yeah, I'll get back to the campground and yeah, before it gets dark, get set up for the evening. I'm definitely not pitching my tent, that's for sure. I'm sleeping in my car 100%. It'll be warmer, drier. I won't have to worry about leakage or anything. I don't have to worry about setting anything up and packing up tent in this weather. So I'll just bring what I need out of the car, have dinner and chill around the campground, and then yeah, I'll go to sleep in my car afterwards. That is the deal. Right guys, I'm just getting myself set up after getting back from the hike. It's gonna get dark very shortly, and yeah, I decided I'm gonna be camping in the back of my car, but I figured might as well set myself up a little makeshift campsite in here. Get my chair out, using some existing shelter, and yeah, we're good. I'm boiling some water for a nice warm cup of tea, warm myself up, and yeah, then I'll get started on dinner. We're just gonna have some beef massaman flavored soup, premium noodle bowl, that's all. And I've got some snacks in the car if I need anything else, but you know, it should be nice and warming. Soup like that will definitely warm me up, but water should be good. There's actually some other people that just showed up, a young couple there, camped just up there. They've got like a proper tent and tarp set up and everything, unlike me who's just got a well, a single layer, quite leaky tent. I mean, look, I don't know for sure if it would leak, but judging by its performance the night that I tested it out with that condensation starting to drip on me in the morning, I just don't trust it in this weather. I'm actually really tired, so I'm just going to chill the rest of this evening here. All I'm going to do is have a nice cup of tea, warm myself this soup, chill around here a little bit. I'll have my headlamp. I might bring something to do, maybe read a book, maybe get my laptop out, even work on some videos, all that. But apart from that, just admire the nature. Ooh, there's one has a baby, one has a joey. This one in the back there. You can see the Joey eating some grass. Alright, I'm all set up for the evening. I'm just having myself some nice soup. I've got pretty much the whole setup here. I've got my table. I actually brought up my laptop and the new external hard drive I got. So I'm going to sit here afterwards, sort through some footage. I've got my backpack, I've got my whole kitchen set up here. Just a little basic camping setup inside this shelter. Chill here a bit for the evening and just taking this on. It's just absolutely silent, like pitch black, peaceful. Just turn the light off and you just take a listen.